It's a cringe fest. Here we are again. And it's a good thing we don't have our SOPs in place yet because I am solo today. Joanna had a conflict of schedule. So, and we're not sure if she's going to continue on this with me. So it might just be me. Okay. Sorry. But fortunately, you have written in like I asked you to. Thank you so much. And you have shared some stories with me. So we are going to get this going. The first story we're going to talk about is the overly personal LinkedIn guy. Some of you have LinkedIn. I don't use it all that much because, it's kind of, I don't know, it's just different and weird and changing. And I thought it was more just for, looking up people. I do editing and I have to look people up sometimes and get the actual job history and stuff. And I'm very successful doing it there. But other people use it for trying to get sales or something, apparently, or find love. I don't know. It's crazy. So here we go. Sarah is trying to grow her LinkedIn network, right? So she accepts an invite from a guy named Jonathan. I mean, she's been accepting invites, trying to grow her account. Seemed harmless enough. Within an hour, she gets a message from Jonathan. And I don't know what Jonathan looks like, but I'm only assuming he looks like this.
Wow, I just felt drawn to your profile. There's a special energy about you. Do you meditate? I feel like we are kindred spirits.
Sarah politely responded, thanking him for the connection, but that only encouraged him. Then he sends her another message, which probably looks something like this.
I don't usually say this, but I believe in past lives. And I think we've met before. Maybe in ancient Egypt. Have you ever felt an inexplicable connection to pyramids?
Sarah, now realizing this was a huge mistake, she doesn't reply. Over the next few days, he keeps sending her messages about divine masculine and feminine energies and how he had visions of them together, growing old together. And he even attached a voice message where he whispered about their energetic connection. The final straw. He changed his LinkedIn bio to entrepreneur, visionary, soulmate seeker, and he sent her a follow-up message saying, I updated my profile to reflect my heart's truest calling, us. Balak. You ever send a message to the wrong person? I have, accidentally. But I am so careful. If it's something that's like questionable, I'm ultra careful, or I just don't even send it because, could always end up in the wrong hands. As Mia found out, after she received one of those cringy DMs, right? She gets this DM from a guy that she barely knew in high school. 10, 15 years later, he's sending her a DM, just slides right in there. Hey, girl, I've been thinking about you with a little winky smiley face. Ew. So immediately she takes a screenshot and she sends it to her best friend with a little message. This is why I don't open my DMs. Except she didn't send it to her best friend. No. Yeah, she sent it back to him like a dummy. She realized her mistake instantly. That stomach-dropping moment when you're trying to figure out how to unsend. Is it even possible? There's no undo button. There's no take backs on these things, right? And what makes it worse is immediately she sees those little dots that he's responding. And he responds, wow, I didn't know I was screen worthy. Oh, God. She's thinking like, what can I do? Let me just block him, delete my whole account. I'll just move to another island, whatever. Instead, she just plays it cool and LOL, oopsie. Sent that to the wrong person. Funny how screenshots work, right? Anyway, I really hope you're doing well. Bye. And he responds, you should have just said you missed me too. Ew. Balak. And how about the side hustler? You know the kind. You on dating apps? I don't. I mean, I did like many, many years ago before it was too slimy. They were pretty new. Like you can even go on them without a picture, which of course I did at first. And yeah, I got some cringy stories there, believe me. But it's not about me. Right now, it's about Emily. Emily swiped right on a seemingly normal guy, Matt. Cute, had a dog, he had dark hair, kind of curly, wavy, nice looking guy. No, no immediate red flags. Within 5 minutes of chatting, though, things kind of took a turn. And Matt asks her,
So, what do you do for work?
and Emily says, I'm in marketing. How about you?
Oh, I help people escape the matrix and create generational wealth. Let me send you some videos.
She hesitated, but curiosity got the best of her. He sent 8 links to YouTube videos about drop shipping. And then he says,
The real question is, do you want to be stuck in the rat race forever, or do you want financial freedom? I have a coaching program. Only $500 to start.
Emily's like, yeah, I'm good. Thanks. Emily's like, yeah, I'm good.
See, that's a poor mindset. The rich invest. If you're serious about changing your life, I can send you a free webinar to help shift your paradigm.
Emily unmatched so fast she nearly sprained her thumb. And how about the ex who just won't let go? We have we have somebody like that in our lives, or maybe we've been that person in our lives. You just want to, under the guise of hanging on to the friendship, and would you secretly hope, there's a chance to get back together? Come on, we know better than that. But Hannah was in this situation recently. She hadn't spoken to her ex, Mark, in like 3 years, and the breakup supposedly was mutual. And she had moved on, a new job, new apartment, new life. She was doing her thing. And one night she's watching TV, scrolling through, streaming, and she has a pop up from Netflix saying, you know how they put that thing up, you still watching? Yes, no, whatever, find something else. Are you still watching The Office? And she hadn't been watching that in quite some time. So she was kind of confused. She clicks onto the profile. Someone was using her Netflix account. She looks a little bit further. It was Mark, her ex. He was still using it. He never removed his email after, they split up or whatever. So, she feeling, kind of generous instead of just like knocking him off, whatever. She just sent a little text. Hey, random question. Are you still using my Netflix account? And he responded right away. Oh, wow, you noticed. Yeah. I figured, since we were together so long, it was kind of our account, like our joint account. And Hannah's like, no, I'm going to log you. Can I log you out? I mean, I'm paying the one paying for this. And, of course, we know the prices keep going up. And Mark says, well, actually, I was hoping we could reconnect. I miss how we used to binge shows together. Maybe this is a sign. Hannah changed the password. Mark says, wait, did you change the? Well locked. Well locked. Out of here. Yeah, out of here, Mark. No more sleeping off of my Netflix account. Cough up your own membership. And we all know somebody who's in an MLM. I know lots of people in MLMs, and they don't hound me. However, I've had my experience with them. I've been at a family gathering and at a friend's house, and a friend of a friend approaches me asking me about the skincare products I use or something and offers me a sample. Try this, see if you like it. And, you don't really want to be rude because it's a friend of a friend. So you graciously say, okay, yeah, I'll try it and let you know. And 5 minutes later, I don't even know where she was storing this, but it's like a suitcase full of all these products and brochures and a contract to help me get started on my journey of selling this amazing product. I haven't even tried it. I take a couple samples and it was like every single day texting and calling me. Did you try it? How'd you like it? Are you ready to sign up yet? Are you ready to go? Are you ready to go? And finally I had to call my friend and say, well, get your friend off my back. Seriously, I'm just not into this whole thing. And I had very sensitive skin and it made me break out. And that's it. I'm not going to now sell it. You- And she did go away, right? I guess she didn't want to lose her party throwing friend, our mutual friend, where she got her new clients, victims, victims. So Jessica barely knew her cousin's wife, Linda, but she was one of those pushy, never want to leave you alone no matter what. She knew enough to avoid her. Linda was deep into an essential oils MLM. I'm sure you've heard of them, not saying any names. I'm sure they're beautiful and wonderful, but okay. And she's always posting about financial freedom and claiming her oils can cure everything from headaches to childhood traumas. And I personally am a very big believer in essential oils. So I am not knocking essential oils at all. I use them. I use them in my home. I use them in my spell soaps. I love them. And I do believe they have amazing properties. However, so Jessica attends a family funeral that Linda's going to be attending. She figured she'd be safe. I mean, it's a funeral. Linda won't even stoop that low. Well, guess what? Of course, she was wrong. So as Jessica's standing there, Linda approaches holding a small vial and says,
I just felt like you could use this today. It's called Grief Relief. It has lavender, frankincense, and a touch of myrrh. It's been so helpful for me during sad times.
Jessica, trying to be polite, just says, thanks. Like knowing what's coming, right? Knowing she's in it forever. And Linda leans in and says,
Actually, you seem really stressed. Have you ever thought about becoming your own boss? I'd love to help you escape the 9-to-5 grind and achieve true financial freedom.
Jessica, horrified, Linda, we're at a funeral. That doesn't stop Linda. Didn't stop her one bit. In fact, it kind of lit the fire, as you'll hear.
Exactly. It really makes you think about legacy income streams. Let's talk. I have my starter kits in the car.
What do you do? What do you do in that situation? Throw her in the grave? I don't know. They might have already been done. But that's pretty cringy, right? That's super duper cringy. And I want to thank you for being here. Hopefully next time we'll have some live members, and I would love it if you guys want to come on. I want you to keep writing to me. Tell me your stories. I'm happy to read them. I'm happy to make little movies about them. Maybe I mean, not maybe. I will do better with the little movies. I'm just learning all this software and stuff, but it's a blast. I'm having a lot of fun with it. And I would love you to hear more of your cringy stories and come on and share. It's so much more fun if you're on with me so we can laugh together, right? I mean, I can laugh, ha, 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 but I'm not going to have a belly laugh as much as I do if you're there and, looking at each other's facial expressions while we're telling these stories. I mean, you can just feel it. The cringe, feel the cringe. So with that, either write me in the comments or you can email me at robin@robinfritz.com. And I'll see you next time. Don't do anything cringy to anybody else this week. But let's get cringy.